I keep it 100, like boarding in the streets, but especially when recording. Mint tea and a spliff in the morning, then I beat up the beat like doors to a Mormon. Mama said the devil find works for bored men and leave trouble only white men can afford them. I try to put my focus on the Lord then, but like Hocus, I was back up in the Trojan. Wanna invest in the future, you should let me sign a big...
Yeah, I edit this shit, so I'm gay.
That's.
Oh my god. Don't, we're not editing it for You know what? I'm editing this one.
Gamey's happy. So yo, talk to me a little bit about your book.
Yes.
So you saying you wrote a book, right?
Yes.
Wait, you said you wrote 3 books. How many books did you write?
I wrote 1. Well, it took me. Yeah, I would say 3.
3 books.
Yeah. Well,
how long are these books?
It's the same. Well,
how many chapters?
I'd say 52 pages. 52 to
52 pages. Oh, okay, I thought you were gonna say 52 chapters.
Man.
How many chapters?
12. 12.
Okay.
Bonus, yeah.
Okay, that's solid still. Okay, bring me back to you getting an idea and getting the inspiration to writing a book.
Right. So at the moment, I was at Travis, still studying 2020, right?
Okay. This is in 2020?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once the pandemic hit, I was like, oh shoot, what's gonna happen? You know, because I was only relying on foot traffic, basically doing these events and, you know, hoping that people could show up or even seeing if these events are gonna be lucrative. And, you know, once I told myself, okay, I gotta create something other than just doing events. I gotta think of something, you know, more in the digital space.
But why? If making those events were lucrative, why did you think that you want to do more or something different?
It was lucrative until, you know, things had to close, you know, businesses were
closed. Okay, pandemic. Okay, you said that. All right.
So then that's when I was like, okay, you know, what can I do that's different from just, you know, relying on foot traffic?
Okay.
And that's when I looked at, I remember I watched this Instagram, because I still pay attention to Instagram lives, and I pay attention to specific ones.
Like what?
Dame Dash went live one day with this guy named Jason Jeter. Jason Jeter used to work with T.I. back in the days. Well, they're still business partners. And then Dame Dash was talking about how businesses are going to crumble throughout the pandemic. They got to figure out a way to pivot. Mm-hmm. And he's like, if you only rely on... And then he said something that hit me. He's like, if you're only relying on foot traffic, you're screwed. You got to figure out a way to pivot. I'm like, wow, okay. And I was seeing a bunch of entrepreneurs talking about, oh, if you're not getting money in the pandemic, you're not really entrepreneur, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of cap going on online. And, you know, I took most of the information I learned at Trevis and applied it to my day-to-day. And I'm like, okay, you know what? If I learn certain things and I could teach to certain artists, then, you know, it's a win-win for both of us. And I'm not even charging people. And that's when one of my teachers at Trevis, who is a manager, reached out to me and told me, look, listen, you're doing good enough. You got to figure out a way to get paid off of what you're doing. I'm like, okay, let me figure out something. And, man, I tested my writing skills. What I started doing, because I'm not really a person that likes to write a lot. So I took my phone, I started walking outside, taking my phone, recording myself, speaking out loud, you know, reading the book out loud, so to speak, at the beginning. And some people thought I was crazy, like, what the fuck is this guy talking to himself? And, you know, from there on, every time I was recording myself, it's like if you're freestyling out loud, you got your headphones and you're freestyling, and then you record yourself, and then I went to the library, and I would write everything I pretty much said out loud.
Okay, so hold on, time out. So you write something out, then you read it, record it, you listen, and you rewrite things that stood out to you, or you rewriting everything?
Everything and things that stood out, and then I had someone, good thing is I had an editor who's in my class. That's what I'm saying, going to school, man. There's so many things you can get out of it. One of the editors, shout outs to her, Ryan, she edited the book, and I told her, look, listen, I wrote this, that, and the third. I'm planning on writing a book. I need your help for this. And she's like, okay, cool. And she also does, what's that called? That's very important for artists. Not music supervisor, music publishing. She does that. Yeah, she's a publisher.
Okay, like getting it out there?
Exactly, like publishing music, all, you know, anything that has to do with paperwork, copyrights, and whatnot. She's very dope.
Okay. That's dope. Okay, so you did that. You gave it to her.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get your whole mindset together for the first?
Blood, sweat, and tears. I'd say 8 months for the first month.
8 months consistently. That's crazy.
Library. Okay, writing this chapter. No, screw that. I'm not taking this out. Starting over.
And were you using a lot of like like how do I say this? Like using your head a lot, like, or were you just basing it off strictly what you've learned in school?
Both, both.
Okay, both.
And when it's
and the little experience you had with the university. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That really helped me, especially like one of the chapters in my book, which is workable traits. I talk about that very often. I talk about that all the time whenever I run across an artist or who needs some sort of information or inspiration. I tell them, like in that chapter, I talk about the importance of once you're done your performance, right? What do you do after you're done your performance? You don't want to just give out the mic to the promoter or the host that's there and leave, because there's people in the crowd that want to network with you or who want to meet you. You never know. You might meet a person that say, "Hey, you inspired that song you wrote inspired me.
Yeah.
What's your Instagram?" And then boom, you leave. Like I went to what's his name show, Nate Hustler. Shout out to everyone who performed. They did amazing. They did the thing. It's just that I realized a lot of them didn't necessarily have an offer. Like they performed, and that was a great opportunity. They don't even know who's in the crowd. Like they performed, and then they took off one time. I don't even know what's their Instagram, what made them stand out for the most part.
So you're saying when you're performing, go out there and interact with the crowd.
That's it. Kiss hands.
Gems.
What's that saying?
Kiss
babies. No, I was gonna say kiss hands. Kiss.
Only the pretty girls.
Kiss babies and shake hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel you. All right. No, it sounds good with the book still. So if you can give like a quick overall summary of the book, real quick, to like make someone interested to go read it. Well, how would you pitch it right now?
Man, great question. I would say, the first thing I started off with in the first chapter is mindset. Introduction part is pretty much mindset, like how you want to make sure that you have a certain mindset before going to every show. Not only telling yourself you're gonna accomplish a certain amount of gigs, but like how are you gonna really make that happen? You want to create an oath for yourself, and then from that part I talk about parts like such as workable traits, how you want to be a person that stands out whenever you're done your performance, how you want to make sure that people really feel your vibe or even understand who you are. And then towards the end I talk a lot more about the aspect of getting in the room. One thing I learned at Masterpiece Masterclass, I'd say in 2019, was room. Pretty much is an acronym I learned at that masterclass. Was like, okay, R stands for research. The first R stands for research. The second first R stands for research. O stands for opportunity. Second O stands for offer, and then the next M stands for move. So what does that mean? Basically that every time you get in an environment, you got to make sure you do your research. You got to know who you talk to, who are the people. Let's say you want to do a show for the first time and you're at a venue that you don't know people. You want to make sure that you know who is the person that's organizing the event. And then the first O is basically, you got to make sure you make an offer. How are you going to make an offer? And then after that, you just look at the opportunity that's in front of you, and at the end of the day, you make a move.
Okay. I like that. All right.
There's a lot more into it, that
for sure.
into like digital marketing or whatnot.
You gotta go buy the book.
That's it.
All right. So I'm gonna give you a scene a little bit. So a scenario. So right now you have the bag, you have the experience, you have the knowledge. Right now, you're ready to pick out 3 artists in Montreal that you're gonna go work with, and you have a feeling they're gonna get to the top. So who would be your top 3 artists in Montreal right now that you would pick to work with?
Signed or not signed?
Anything.
That's a great question. Shoot. Top of the list, I'd say Nate Hustler is one of them.
Nate Hustler, why? Because he has a buzz? What sells? What sells? What sells it to you with
marketing? His marketing, his grit.
Okay, talk to me. What's good about his marketing?
He knows how to get people's attention, and he does it in a simple manner. You know? And what I looked at when I went to his show, the man he created a basketball. That was just 100% simple. A basketball jersey with the name of the tour on it. I'm like, okay, that's different. You know. And
so he's creative. He's thinking outside the box.
That's it.
And his style is different.
100%.
Okay. Okay, so you say so you like the fact that he's created something that's just different.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And another person. That's a good question, man. Because I'm looking at also. I know the French side has been buzzing, but it's just like. I feel like well, I'm not gonna say it's easier. It's
definitely easier. It's definitely the English versus the French population doesn't even compare. Yeah.
That's why growing up in DG, I always had that.
Yeah.
I always rode with the Anglophones, and man, it's a good question. I'd have to think about it, but I'd definitely put King LV.
Who?
King
K.
King. I said King LV.
Yeah. King KLV.
King KLV.
Why?
Nah, the grit. I see the grit.
What's that? The grit.
The grit, the hunger.
Oh.
Yeah, he has the hunger.
Okay. Like that work. He's putting in that work.
I see it.
Okay, so you say Nate Husser for what he's coming with, the style, the this, thinking about something different. King KLV has that hunger. He's going high right now. His trajectory's looking good. Who's the third person? We need one more.
I'm looking at her. She used to be in my class. I just wanted her to be more consistent. She went to school with me at Travis. Pauline, she's dope.
Pauline.
Yeah, Pauline. She's a Anglophone. Well, she does English rap. She's dope.
Okay. And why Pauline?
It's the grit, man. When I see the
hunger again.
Yeah, when I see that and I see the person's consistent, I know it's definitely gonna go far. Because you're like a pit bull who's ready to attack.
Hunger, consistency, and just being different.
That's it. But I was gonna put her, that's just to shout her out to let her know that she still has something. But if it's to put an actual person I'm looking at right now, an artist that sings, I'd have to think of what's her name. I saw her for the first time, Batty.
Yeah, I with you on that one. Honestly,
I was like, man, she has something.
I fuck with her style, bro. Like,
she definitely.
I fuck with her. I really feel Batty can get somewhere still.
Man,
with the right people behind her, the right circle, all of that, right?
Exactly.
For sure. So why don't you manage Batty?
Hey, if she has, I don't even know if she has a manager. Yeah.
You'd be down. You hear that, Batty? People ready to manage you out here.
Hey.
All right. So, let's say in the past 10 years, right? Because remember, you've been doing this 10 years ago.
Right.
Which artist did you feel like, yo, like this person was getting somewhere? Like, you would have put your money on them, and they kind of fell off, or they didn't get to that, or they're not where you feel that they should have been?
Met too many, a lot.
Tell me one.
I'd say Boy Blue has it. Boy Blue, man. Boy Blue was. I don't know if you guys know Larry June. Larry June from the Bay Area.
Amazing.
Every time I listen to Larry June, I'm like, that's really what Boy Blue. That's Boy Blue, in a way. The amount of success he could have got.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie. I say this all the time. Like, Boy Blue hometown, I feel like the most classic Montreal video ever.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You agree with that?
100%.
Yeah. The lyrics, 100%. The video, just the everything. Like, it was even a little ahead of its time. Like, that video back then was like, whoa, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you got all of the pictures needed.
Yeah.
Julep. What's that called? Stadium. You got all of the shots that were made.
And the bus stop say I had even has the French words in there. It was sick still, not gonna lie. No, that's facts. Who else?
Oh, man. Man, a lot of cats from DG were really doing their thing.
DG seems to have a lot of artists still throughout the years.
Blast. He's definitely one of the
Even
best.
right now, there's a lot of young DG artists bubbling up still.
Yeah.
Isn't Nate Hustler DG too, right?
No, Bergs.
Oh, he's Bergs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So him, I would say Blast had a shot.
Yeah. That's true. I would say that. I thought Blast would have been way out of here, especially when I heard he was reps up, team up with OVO and everything. Yeah, I thought he would have been out of here still.
I don't know if it's a way to shelf the artist, because sometimes that's what happens. You join a certain crew and then they shelf you. They put you on
All right, so let's talk about that. What's your views on the music industry right now? Is it like, okay, boom, you're a manager. Do you advise artists to get signed or stay independent right now?
I would say start off, DIY. You got to learn the game. DIY is basically do it in yourself.
Okay, so stay independent.
That's it.
For how long?
You stay independent until you have enough work to, if we use the street euphemism, or even we compared it to, the street life, if you have enough work to start delegating. When you're able to delegate, that's when you got to think of, okay, you know what, I may do certain joint ventures, certain partnerships that are worth it, but you gotta look at it from a perspective of.
Is it kind of like what you're telling me before? Like, okay, boom, you're saying that, like, if you're trying to get paid to start doing shows, you're bringing the like, look at all the shows I work. I need this money. So same thing, like, put inside work. So when you're getting signed, you be like, yo, I'm worth this because look at my resume, basically. Is what you're saying, right?
So, if you're able to prove that you got some work, really.
Yeah.
Got something valuable to add to the table that people can fuck with.
Facts. Let's say you could design an artist from scratch, right? And we know that negative, sex, and everything bad sells, right? Would you try to push that kind of image onto your artist?
Only if the artist believes that, if the artist is not necessarily compromising in a way where it's they're compromising their integrity, then that's when I'm gonna be like, you're not doing it for real. But you gotta pretty much believe it to a certain extent. If the person's able to believe it and they sell it in a certain way, then people are gonna rock it.
Do you feel like an artist can make it without all of that? Without violence, without sex, without
100%. My guy from the Bay Area. I like the Bay Area artists, man. They move different. La Russell. He started doing shows in his backyard, man.
Russ.
Yeah.
No, La Russell.
Oh, La
Fire.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna send you his Instagram.
Yeah. Montreal artist?
No,
from the
Bay Area.
Oh.
I'll show you his album. When we
Okay.
Same city as E40.
Okay.
Vallejo.
Okay.
The man's doing shows in his backyard, bro.
Wow.
He's pressing the merch and all of that. He got his team.
Yeah.
And man, he's blowing up.
It's true, bro. I really feel hard work can beat talent any day of the week. Still, like, just go hard, non-stop.
It's like if you tell yourself that you're only gonna rely on your talent, then that's just cheating the process. Well, you're cheating yourself.
Do you think like, okay, apart from, you said there's performance money, right?
Right.
So let's say you have an artist, they want to be all in music, but they need money, right? So you said, all right, boom, one way we can make money, you said, boom, we're going to show your resume to these shows, show how much people you can bring to the shows, and they have to match it up with how much they're paying you. What other angles of getting paid and getting money is there for artists to make it, to make ends meet?
Great question. I talk about that in my book too.
Okay.
Like that's a bonus chapter. I talk about
Okay.
merch.
Okay.
Another
Merch.
Yeah.
Facts. And merch can be anything, just has your stamp on it.
That's it. You can start with a logo. If let's say you don't necessarily know what kind of merch you're gonna sell, you create your own logo. You put that on the shirt and the fitted cap, and you wear it every single day. I don't give a damn if it's the same color. You wear that every day.
Who in there? Yeah, bathe in that.
Until a person asks you, "Oh, where'd you get that?" That's when you know you got your first customer.
Yo, $50. Take it off right now. Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay, so merch, shows, what else?
Yeah, I also talk about community. That's crucial, man.
Yo, by the way, this thing right here is $50 if you want it after young kids. I'm fucking with you, alright, man. Alright, so marriage, shows, what else?
Community.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
crucial. I talk about them.
Okay, break that down though when you say community. What do you mean?
So one gem I like to share is that let's say you wanna start your community. You don't have more than 5 people that are showing up to your shows, or even that really mess with you, rock with you. So you join different Facebook groups and you pay attention to most of the questions being asked. Facebook groups related to your field. Facebook groups that could be musicians and bands or whatnot. There's a lot of Facebook groups out there for artists.
Okay.
And then you pay attention to like all of the questions being asked. Whether it's what do I have to do to perform better? What do I have to do? And then you just take all of the information, you apply it in your own way. What you do with that is you're going to be able to create a certain habit. With that habit, you're going to be able to like I said, it goes back to what I said earlier. You follow up with the people who showed up to your show with that sheet. That same sheet has the phone number, their name, and all of their information. And with that, there's so many ways you could just build off of the community. So it's like there's this app called Community. With that same app, you make sure that you take all of the information that I said earlier. It was like on the paper.
When they come to your show, take their information.
And then you put that in the app. You put their information in the app.
Yeah.
This way, you keep a hold of who's showing up every time.
Your core fans.
That's it.
Okay.
And that's how you start. That's how you really start.
And then what do
building
you do with your core fan? Like you send them your music, you send them your merch, you focus on them and building your money with them like clientele.
I was
I like that.
I was part of because I met Jay Prince once, but I was also part of his text community.
Jay Prince from Houston.
Yeah.
Okay, you multi. Well, go ahead.
I met him in 2019. Yeah.
Okay.
So then he would know when my birthday would pop up, so he would text me happy birthday, and I'm like, oh, that's because I'm part of his community.
Wow.
That's what you could do with that.
That's sick. That's
that
sick.
really touches.
Hope y'all taking notes, rappers. yeah.
So man,
that's
you can text that person.
And make them feel like they're part of it. Like
that's it.
Cause I feel like that's all people want to feel. People want to feel a part still.
100%. The social media game and all of that.
I know more, dog. You guys, you want more? You gotta go. Where the ebooks? Tell them where to go find it, bro.
And on Instagram,
free game out here.
Max Mupesse, so it's MaxMupesse, and click the link in my bio. That's it. Or even DM me the word ebook, and I'll be glad to bless you.
For free.
Hey, there's a free ebook called 3 Steps. That's like a 15-page ebook.
Okay.
And that's an easy read, like 5 to 7 minutes. And that ebook is pretty much once you finish that 3 steps to be a valuable emerging artist, you will better understand the ebook that I'm selling, which is 10-step formula on how to get paid gigs. It's like you want to have those 3 steps, which is basically workable trades.
So everything we talked about today is all in the book.
That's it, 100%.
Okay, I'm a believer. I believe in this book.
You gotta get the free book, and then there's the other one.
Gang.
Through the pain, through the struggle, if you try to reach and you gon' pull a muscle. I did it all for the hustle. Tryna ball, build, wrestle. Through the pain, through the heat, I can't take it, too much pain in these streets. I did it all for my peeps. I did it all in these streets.
Had a lot of pain in me, now I got these chains on me. Think my legs gave out the way I keep this cane on me.